From humble beginnings as a blacksmith's son to becoming the driving force behind one of the most iconic brands in the world, Enzo's journey is nothing short of extraordinary. He was born in a raging storm, fought off deadly pandemics, and faced enemies at every turn, but nothing could stop Enzo Ferrari from chasing his dream of creating the ultimate driving machine. This is the story of the man behind the legend, the one who built an empire on speed, power, and an unwavering passion for excellence. Buckle up and get ready for a wild ride through the life of Enzo Ferrari, the mastermind behind the prancing horse. So hit that like button, make sure to comment, subscribe to Infinite Lux, and join us as we uncover the story of the man behind the brand. Our story begins in the heart of Modena, Italy, where a raging storm marked the birth of Enzo Ferrari in 1898. His father, a blacksmith, was only able to report his birth 2 days late due to the weather, leading to a wrong date on his birth certificate. Little did anyone know that this child, born into a poor family of blacksmiths, would one day redefine the world of racing and luxury automobiles. From a young age, Enzo developed an insatiable passion for mechanics, spending countless hours in his father's workshop, tinkering with cars and learning the ins and outs of the trade. In exchange for his hard work, Enzo's father taught him how to drive, unknowingly setting the stage for a legacy that would endure for generations. Life had other plans for young Enzo. In 1916, tragedy struck when his father and older brother fell victim to the devastating Spanish flu outbreak. Enzo himself was not spared, as he was recruited as a military blacksmith during World War I, only to fall ill during the 1918 flu pandemic. Discharged from the military and with his family business in shambles, Enzo refused to give up. He moved to the city, determined to make a name for himself in the automotive industry. Despite facing rejection from the likes of Fiat and other major players, Enzo's persistence paid off when he finally landed a job as a test driver at CMN. It was here that his exceptional skills behind the wheel began to shine, quickly earning him a promotion to race car driver. In 1920, Enzo joined the prestigious Alfa Romeo racing team, and it was here that his star truly began to rise. In 1923, he clinched his first Grand Prix victory at the Circuito del Savio in Ravenna, and from that moment on, there was no looking back. Enzo's winning streak continued, and by 1924, his name was synonymous with speed and success. Throughout his illustrious career, he participated in a staggering 41 Grand Prix races, emerging victorious in 11 of them. At the tender age of 34, Enzo made the shocking decision to retire from racing, but his love affair with the sport was far from over. Unable to stay away from the world of racing, Enzo turned his attention to managing Alfa Romeo's development team. But his ambitions couldn't be contained, and in 1929, he established his own racing team, Scuderia Ferrari. It was during this time that Enzo created the iconic prancing horse logo, inspired by the emblem of Count Francesco Baracca, an Italian fighter ace of WW1. The team faced its fair share of challenges, particularly when Alfa Romeo withdrew its sponsorship in 1933. Enzo founded the Auto Avio Costruzioni factory, producing car parts and biding his time. But the world had other plans, and in 1939, Italy entered World War II. Ferrari's factory was forced to undertake war production for Mussolini's fascist government. Ever the strategist, Enzo relocated the factory and played both sides of the political fence, determined to survive at any cost. As the dust of war settled, Enzo resumed his car production in 1946. In 1947, the first Ferrari cars roared to life, and just 1 year later, they were back on the racetrack, ready to take on their former ally, Alfa Romeo. The showdown came in 1949, with Ferrari scoring a resounding victory that would go down in history. Enzo's ambition knew no limits, and he soon enrolled Ferrari in the inaugural Drivers' World Championship. But success came at a price. And to fund the exorbitant costs of racing development, Enzo made the strategic decision to sell Ferrari sports cars to the public. Tragedy struck again in 1957 when a devastating accident at the Mille Miglia race claimed the lives of several spectators and resulted in manslaughter charges against Enzo. The case was eventually dismissed, but the incident would leave an indelible mark on the man and his legacy. The 1960s brought new challenges and controversies for Enzo. He threw his support behind the fledgling racing publication Autosprint, but it was his uncompromising leadership style that would make headlines. In 1962, Enzo fired 9 top employees in what became known as the Great Walkout, a move that sent shockwaves through the industry. Enzo's philosophy of pushing drivers to the limit also came under fire, particularly after a string of tragic accidents claimed the lives of several Ferrari racers. Critics accused him of prioritizing winning over safety, a charge that Enzo vehemently denied. But perhaps Enzo's greatest battles were fought outside the racetrack. He made powerful enemies in the industry, including automotive giants like Henry Ford II and Ferruccio Lamborghini, both of whom would go on to create their own legendary car brands in an attempt to dethrone the Ferrari empire. In 1965, financial pressures forced Enzo to partner with Fiat, and by 1969, he had sold a 50% stake in the company. But even in the face of adversity, Enzo never lost sight of his vision. In 1971, he created the Dino sports car line, named in memory of his beloved son who had tragically passed away at a young age from muscular dystrophy. As the years wore on, Enzo's focus shifted to managing the Ferrari racing team, celebrating the company's 40th anniversary in his final years. And then, on August 14, 1988, at the age of 90, Enzo Ferrari passed away. He requested that the announcement of his death be delayed by 2 days, a nod to the error on his birth certificate. Today, the primary owner of Ferrari is the investing public, while Piero Ferrari, Enzo's second son, is the vice chairman of the company with a share of 10.23% in the company's stake. Enzo's legacy would endure long after his passing. Today, the name Ferrari is synonymous with speed, power, and unrivaled excellence, a testament to the man who dared to dream big and never settled for second best. He weathered unimaginable tragedies, overcame countless obstacles, and revolutionized an entire industry, all while staying true to his unwavering vision. Enzo's unrelenting passion and determination kept him in the driver's seat. His legacy lives on in every sleek, powerful machine bearing the prancing horse logo. So the next time you see a Ferrari roaring down the street, take a moment to remember the man behind the legend. Remember his courage, his passion, and his unrelenting spirit. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to Infinite Lux for more incredible content like this.